Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing and have a look at the Samsung Galaxy A71. And guys, this is priced in India at about 29,999, almost 30,000. So yes, definitely you are sort of paying that premium for a Samsung, what do you say, branding, I would say. This comes with the Snapdragon 730 SoC, and I believe it comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 GB of storage. So let's open this up, and we also have this. So let's take this out. Let me keep this to the side. So we have the SIM ejector tool here, and we have some quick start guide, manuals and all these things, warranty, and we also get this case in the box. So let me keep this to the side, and here we have the handset itself. Let's just take this out. And this one also has that quad camera setup, and this is actually having the main camera is the new 64 megapixel, and back, as you can see, we have a pattern. This also feels like glass stick, that is a combination of plastic and glass, what Samsung says. Anyways, let's keep that this to the side. We get a USB Type-C cable over here. We also get a headset, but this looks like is it in here? Yes, in-ear type headset, typical Samsung ones that we have seen earlier. Also, we have plus or minus for volume and button to take or end calls, and an integrated microphone. And looks like this is the new fast charger that we are getting. And guys, this is the 25 watt fast charger that we are getting, and again, this is also USB Type-C. So nice to see that they're at least bundling that to a 25 watt fast charger, and I believe this comes with 4500 milliamp hour battery. So let me keep this to the side. So here is the handset itself, and this one is having a 6.7-inch screen, and the weight is not that much, I would say. And let me give you a physical overview. On the top we have the secondary noise cancellation microphone, and on this end we have the volume rockers, power on off button. This will be your main speaker, microphone, USB Type-C port, 3.5mm headphone jack, and here our SIM tray. Let's see the configuration. So this is the SIM tray, and it's nice to see that they have provided a dedicated slot for the micro SD card, because I believe it comes with 8 GB RAM and 120 GB storage. And we have that punch hole camera. And here, let me just try to power it on. And guys, by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Samsung Galaxy A71 is powered by the Snapdragon 730 SoC. It has a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED screen in the 20:9 aspect ratio. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of internal storage. It also has full Samsung Pay Plus NFC support. Moving to the camera, it's a quad camera setup. The main camera is a 64 megapixel. Then we have a 12 megapixel, that's ultra wide. 5 megapixel is for depth. Again, we have a 5 megapixel, that's for macro. Moving to the front facing camera, it's a 32 megapixel, and it comes with 4500 milliamp hour battery with that fast charger. So guys, as you can see, I have set this up, and again, this also comes with the new UI that we are saying, the Samsung new UI, and I believe it also works on Android 10. As you can see, not a lot of junkware that is installed. There is some. Let's see if we can uninstall some of the junkware. For example, if I hold this, yes, you can uninstall some of the preloaded junkware that is there, but not a lot, I would say. And if we go over here, we have the quick toggles and all this stuff. As I have told you, we have NFC always on display because it's an AMOLED screen, and we also have Dolby Atmos, as you can see. So again, it has all the features, and I believe this one has the full Samsung Pay features. So that's nice. And let's go under the hood. It's just setting up the stuff over here. And if we go to about the phone, software information, as I've told you, One UI version 2, that's the new one, and it comes out of the box with Android 10. So that's actually nice. And let's see the storage that you get on this one. I've taken some sample shots, but anyways, let's look at the storage. Roughly you'll get about 105.5 gigabytes of space that is available, but again, it also has that dedicated micro SD card slot, so storage should not be an issue. And again, if you have used any Samsung device, this is the typical user interface that you will get. And again, guys, as it's running on this Snapdragon 730 SoC, the general performance would be good, because with the other smartphones that I've tested with Snapdragon 730, it's actually a really good processor. Even in gaming, it should perform pretty well, like even Call of Duty and PUBG. But again, yes, certainly Samsung is charging a little bit of premium for this one, but that's what we have. So The display looks to be good. Again, Samsung is good with this AMOLED display, so that's what you're getting. And I believe this also has that wide one L1 certification. That means you'll get the proper HD resolutions in Netflix and other apps. And again, as you look at the back, this also has that quad camera setup. And like most of the smartphones, this also looks to be a camera-centric smartphone. So let's have a closer look at the camera now. But before that, let's also look at the fingerprint scanner. Let's just invoke it. I believe it's an in-display fingerprint scanner. Yes, as you can see, I haven't enabled always on. Let me enable always on also. By the way, always on, it's check mark, but you have to go here and tap here and show as scheduled. You have to set it, and then it actually enables like always on display. For example, now it works, and here is your in-display fingerprint scanner, and as you can see, it works. It's a typical in-display fingerprint scanner that we are seeing, and that works. Now let's fire up the camera on this one, and this is the same camera interface that we are seeing in earlier Samsung phones, not a change. The wide angle is actually pretty wide from the regular one, if you notice. Quite a bit of difference. We also have the scene optimizer over here. We have the live focus. Works better with human subject, but here also, as you can see, we can see that background blurring. You can adjust how much you want. This is for the exposure, as you can see, and depth you can set, as you can see here. So that's nice. Photo mode and the regular, all those modes are there. More if you go, we also have the night mode. Macro is also there. Yes, that 5 megapixel, it has macro. So let me bring this close. And yes, as you can see, I can really go close and get some macro shots. I'll show you some panels later on. And here is that front-facing camera, and this is supposed to be 32 megapixel. And by default, that beauty mode will be on. So disable it. As you can see, it was on. So again, disable it. And we also have that slightly wider option. And again, here also we have the live focus and all those things. So let me do one thing. Let me actually show you some of the samples taken with this one. These are shot with the rear-facing camera, and I feel it produces some very good results. This is the normal shot, and here I zoomed in 200%, and then also see the details. Also, when we are talking about the color reproduction was also very good, as you can see, and it looks natural. It tries to boost up the colors a little bit, but again, overall, as you can see, the pictures come out very clean. And these are actually close-up macro shot. This was the regular shot, and this was that close-up macro shot. Now, moving to completely artificial lighting conditions, here also I felt that Samsung has done a very good job with these new 64 megapixel sensors, as you can see with these sample shots. Now moving to human subjects, again these were taken in artificial lighting conditions, and this was a wide angle lens, and here the lighting was mixed yellow and white lighting, and I feel the white balance was a little bit off, as you can see in these sample shots. But when I moved to completely white, that is a regular tube light, the results were good. Now moving to the front-facing camera, again as you can see, the front-facing camera performance is also pretty good, and that 32 megapixel front-facing camera is doing a good job. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Samsung Galaxy A71. I would say it looks a decent device, but you guys let me know what do you think about the Samsung Galaxy A71, and it's priced at almost 30,000. So what do you guys think about the same? Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Again guys, if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Anyways guys, take care. Catch you later.